From my hometown to the world.
Hi everyone, my name is Marvin Apawan from Bacoor, Cavite, a second-year student taking up the Bachelor of Science in Entrepreneurship at Cavite State University IMS campus. I am more than proud to be from Bacoor because our city is full of culture, tradition, and creativity. And you know what's one of the things that makes Bacoor special? It's the food and the way we enjoy it. And so today I want to introduce to you a special food service that started in my hometown located in General Evangelista Street, Barangay Banalo, Bacoor, Cavite. It is known as Kainan sa Balsa.
Kainan sa Balsa.
Kainan sa Balsa is a floating restaurant where you can eat delicious Filipino dishes while enjoying the calm of nature. It's more than just a place to eat. It's an experience that brings families, friends, and culture together.
So now let's begin the journey of Kainan sa Balsa from hometown to the world. Now, before we go international, let's take a deeper look at what makes Kainan sa Balsa so special. Let's start with the basics. Of course, with its name, we're still gonna stick to its original name, Kainan sa Balsa, and it falls under the food category. So, what exactly is Kainan sa Balsa? Kainan sa Balsa is a restaurant in Bacoor where you eat at floating bamboo hut, locally known as Balsa. They serve Filipino dishes like tilapia, pusit, bangus, and other ihaw-ihaw favorites. But more than the food, what makes it truly special is the relaxing environment, the native design, and the strong provincial vibe that makes you feel at home in the Philippines. Now that we know what it is, let's give it a strong identity for the global stage. Here's how we will present Kainan sa Balsa to the world. Brand name, still proudly Kainan sa Balsa, and its slogan, savor the taste of the island of food. It's simple, catchy, and it reflects everything. This experience is about Filipino flavor, island vibe, and a floating twist. Now, what makes this concept truly stand out not just in Bacoor but globally? Let me share you with three strong global selling points that make this business ready for the international stage. First, unique floating dining. You're not just sitting in a restaurant. You're literally floating on the water while you eat, and that's very rare in other countries. Second is authentic Filipino grilled food. These dishes are favorite locally, grilled the traditional way, and has a good amazing flavors that surely both Filipino and foreigners will enjoy. Third is cultural atmosphere. The bamboo huts, open air settings, and group style dining capture the essence of Filipino culture and hospitality. So now that we know what makes it special, the big question is, where do we take it first? We're starting in the United States, specifically in California. Why California? California because there are millions of Filipino living there who miss the food and the feels of home. But it's also for the Americans who have already tasted and love Filipino dishes like adobo, lumpia, and halo-halo. That's why I'm very confident that the real dishes of Kainan sa Balsa will be their next favorite. More than just food, my goal is also to make Filipino cuisine known around the globe. And that journey starts in California. So now let's talk about the global plan. How do we take Kainan sa Balsa from Bacoor to the world? Let's begin with how we'll enter the international market. The entry mode that I chose is franchising. So why franchising? Franchising because it allows Filipino entrepreneurs based in California to bring the business there. We give them the brand, the system, and the training, and they operate it locally. It's faster and it keeps the Filipino ownership strong. Now, here's the next question. Should we keep it or we make changes? My decision is to customize. So that being said, we'll keep the Filipino flavor and feel, but we'll adapt to the following. First, we will be adding vegan or vegetarian options. Second, of course, we're gonna be following US health and safety regulations. And third, we're gonna adjust the materials for the huts to suit the US weather, but still keep the look and feel. Now let's move on and discuss our business strategy. The business strategy that I chose is differentiation. Our strategy is not about being cheap, it's about being different and memorable. Let me explain this using three international operations management concepts. First is process strategy. The experience will be smooth, relaxing, and organized. Floating tables will be stable, service will be fast, and everything will be well managed. Second is layout strategy. We'll make the US branches feels like a small Filipino village bamboo-styled huts, island-inspired layouts, and open spaces. Third is service design. Our staff will be trained in Filipino hospitality, warm greetings, big smiles, and even background music like kundiman and acoustic OPM. Now let's talk about the possible challenges and how we plan to solve them. First is building floating huts in the United States. As we all know, the weather in the Philippines and the weather in the United States is completely different. So our solution in this possible challenge is we'll work with engineers and safety officers in the United States to build safe, approved, and eco-friendly structures that looks just like a balsa here in the Philippines. Second is some Americans may not know Filipino food. Given that it's in California, as we all know, not all Americans already went here in the Philippines, so they're not all familiar with our food. So our solution for this possible challenge is we'll offer sampler meals and host Filipino Fiesta Night with performances and storytelling about the dishes. The third is high cost of imported ingredients. Since we will be selling our own made foods in the United States, bringing local goods abroad is expensive. So our solution to this possible challenge is we'll partner with Filipino groceries based in California or use local alternatives that will match the flavor of the Filipino dishes that we will be offering abroad. Now let's move on and discuss our customer satisfaction plan. At the end of the day, it's not just about the food of the huts. It's about the people who dine in with us. So here's how we'll keep our customer happy and coming back. First, Philippine hospitality training. We will train our team to welcome guests with respect, warmth, and care, just like in the Philippines. Second is feedback and improvement system. We'll place QR codes for customer reviews and check them regularly and get on suggestions right away. That's all for my presentation, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. And remember that Kainan sa Basa is more than a restaurant. It is a bridge between Filipino homes and international hearts. From Bacoor, Cavite to the world. Let's make the world taste the Philippines one basa at a time.
되려고요.